Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by my poster presentation. I'm excited to let you all know that I will be presenting research related to improving supply chain management within the apparel industry through ICT-based solutions. The apparel industry's global supply chain is currently struggling with several key challenges, including but not limited to the following: traceability of products, ethical sourcing of raw materials, globalization and sustainability, and many other complexities associated with those areas. The purpose of this poster presentation is to outline how ICT may assist the apparel industry in overcoming the obstacles presented by the previous listed challenges, and the future effects of new technologies, such as blockchain technology, artificial intelligence technology, AI, and the Internet of Things (IO), on the development of a stronger and more sustainable supply chain within the apparel industry. Prior to going into detail about these challenges, I would like to provide a brief overview of the apparel industry supply chain. The apparel industry's supply chain is an extremely complex supply chain, with major supply chain challenges, including ethical sourcing and transparency of raw materials. Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of where the materials they are purchasing are ethically sourced from. As a result, consumers are also becoming increasingly concerned about traceability of the materials used to produce apparel products, in addition to wanting to know that their purchasing decisions were made with sustainability in mind. Geopolitical factors, such as trade tensions between the United States and China, are also creating increased volatility and uncertainty regarding raw material price increases. The apparel industry has failed to fully utilize many of the information communication technology innovations that could have assisted in addressing these issues. Additionally, there is a considerable market opportunity for improving the apparel industry's supply chain. ICSIG technologies provide several benefits to the supply chain of the apparel industry. One such benefit is that blockchain technology allows businesses to view the traceability of raw materials, from the source until the time the consumer purchases the product. Using blockchain technology gives businesses the ability to show consumers proof that the products they purchase are sustainably sourced, thus giving them greater confidence that they are buying eco-friendly products. Research supports that blockchain technology can assist companies in meeting their regulatory requirements, as well as showing a commitment to responsible social and environmental practices. Artificial intelligence also provides businesses with a way to optimize their inventory management and forecasting of future needs. Through analyzing past data and current trends in the market, AI provides businesses with greater accuracy regarding the number of raw materials they need to purchase, which reduces excess inventory and improves the overall flow of products through their supply chain, as well as optimizing supply chain efficiency. IoT technology, paired with artificial intelligence, provides companies with a new way to track the movement of raw materials and finished products throughout the production process in real time. The ability for companies to have access to this information, as it happens, increases their ability to accurately account for the location of raw materials in the supply chain and respond immediately to any disruptions in the supply chain due to changes in demand or changes in the environment. The research shows that cotton remains a significant component of the apparel manufacturer's supply chain. However, several issues have contributed to the growing complexity of this process. The increasing number of competing synthetic materials for cotton, changing supplies of cotton, and a growing emphasis on sustainable practices for cotton production. According to data from the USDA, cotton has historically been subject to large fluctuations in production and demand, as well as various government policies regarding the importation and exportation of cotton, with the US, China, and India each having many variables that affect cotton production. The poster offered examples of several technologies that will be beneficial to the future growth of cotton as well as the associated supply chain. One of the major advancements in the traceability of cotton is through blockchain technology. Blockchain, as a new technology, offers entrepreneurs and consumers the ability to explore the ecological problems associated with cotton production and the labor practices of the workers used in this sector. The growth of IoT and AI has allowed for, and will continue to facilitate, a growing trend towards sustainable cotton production through precision agriculture. Using IoT technology, cotton producers now have the capacity to monitor, assess, and manage both soil quality and moisture content while using less pesticide and water, thus reducing both the resources used and the negative impact their production activities have on the environment. The innovative combination of AI technologies and IoT allows the producers within this industry the ability to optimize their growing practices, as well as minimize greenhouse gas emissions produced by a given crop. Along with the benefits of these technologies, from a cost savings perspective based on increased efficiencies, other economic advantages arise from improved visibility throughout the supply chain because of better inventory management systems that provide all participants in the supply chain with increased efficiencies. As businesses establish an organizational culture that promotes sustainability and ethical values, they create an opportunity to lead authentically, to meet the consumer demand for ethically produced goods. This group of businesses will have access to improved productivity and compete better with other manufacturers, while at the same time providing consumers with a growing number of products produced via sustainable business practices. The poster recommended to manufacturers the option of implementing a blockchain in order to increase traceability of cotton products throughout the supply chain, while offering financial assistance and/or funding for research that investigates the potential for recycling cotton fibers and ways of developing sustainable cotton products. Implementing the use of blockchain would hold farmers accountable for how they grow their crops, while also providing the consumer with increased transparency. To remain competitive and meet the demands of an ever-changing marketplace, clothing manufacturers must utilize new or emerging ICT technologies. By utilizing ICT technologies, manufacturers can eliminate their unsustainable practices and develop new efficiencies and flexibility in how they address ethical and sustainable development issues. The clothing sector also stands at a turning point in its development. The use of ICT technologies will empower clothing companies to create a supply chain that is diverse, efficient, transparent, and sustainable by continuing to adopt new, emerging technologies, including blockchain, AI and IoT. Producers of clothing products will generate profitable returns on their investments, while also remaining true to environmental and social sustainability. Thank you for your attention. I'm now happy to answer any questions you may have.